Okay, so I know I'm late to the party with this game and its entire franchise, but it's been incredible playing through this game blind. If I had to put it into words, this game could be summed up as a cinematic acid trip with all the crazy stuff that keeps happening in it. Before I started, I assumed these games were kind of like a serious shooter type of game, so I never really paid it much attention since those normally weren't the type of games that I was into. But like as time went on, I started finding out it's like a tactical espionage stealth game. I got a little interested, so I decided to try it out after seeing a couple edits on TikTok. The top-down view that they do with the camera is really annoying, and the controls tend to work against you a lot of the time because they're kind of like early 2000s jank. However, the story kept me invested to the end because I kept thinking that it was serious, and weird stuff just kept popping up to surprise me and catch me off guard. For example, like they'll introduce a character with extraordinary abilities and then refuse to elaborate or explain much of them at all.
Watch out for a soldier that has telekinesis that can also read your mind.
How did he acquire these abilities, Colonel?
Government experiments.
Elaborate?
No.
Which just makes it even funnier to me because you're a normal soldier running around fighting people with psychic abilities. The boss fights in this game are really fun and have some of the coolest concepts I've ever seen in gaming history. When you're fighting a character called Psycho Mantis, you can't hit him majority of the time because he's reading your memory card and your game slot, like the controller. So none of your moves can hit him, and the whole time he's just like telling you different facts about your game console or you as a player.
Now let me read your mind. Oh, so you play a lot of Metal Gear Solid. I see you don't save your game. Probably because you're using a fucking emulator. I know you're gonna off to Hatsune Miku as soon as I turn away.
One of the ways I found out you could beat him is just by taking the controller out of the first player port and then putting it into the second player port, and then you just can't read your mind after that. I don't see that innovation in any newer games that come out. That is crazy, and I'm surprised that people didn't really use that as a blueprint to come off of. In the third game, there's a boss that's so old to the point where if you start the fight, save, and then come back 3 days later, he's just fucking dead. Like, genuinely. Alternatively, you could like actually fight him and like rob him for his camo gear, or kill him earlier on in the game so that you'd have to do the boss fight to begin with. But it's just pretty cool that you can go about it in different ways. Also, did anyone else get caught off guard when you were hiding and the early 2000s guard NPC looked at the ground and said, whose footprints are these? That scared me half to death. I didn't expect any 2000s NPC to be that advanced at the time, so the game was really ahead of its time. In one of the final scenes of the game, a nuclear bomb is about to hit the island that everybody's on. And in one of the craziest displays of testosterone I think I'll ever see, Snake's brother Liquid challenges him to a fist fight right as the nuke is coming down just to see who the superior brother is.
Let's finish this before the air strike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine.
No guns, no hiding, no militia, fuck everything else, just put your hands up. That shit alone just sold me on the rest of the series. How did they escape? Why are they fighting? Just go play the game. It's peak. So far, I've only played Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. I bought the Master Collection and I decided to buy the remake for 3 as well. I wanted to get started on Peace Walk and 4, but I'll wait for the second remaster for now. Hopefully they're in there. When I was talking to a friend about the games, he kept bringing up the fact that Metal Gear Solid was a spin-off, so I decided to ask him about it. And he was telling me that the original games are actually Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2, which I didn't expect. When I checked it out in the Master Collection, lo and behold, they're just sitting right there in the collection. I did not see them prior. Every time I loaded them up, I just couldn't really get behind the older graphics because I think I'm spoiled with all the newer games I've played, or maybe not even, because I played Metal Gear Solid 1 and that was fine, but I just couldn't really get behind the old pixel graphics. Hopefully they remake that eventually. One of my favorite characters so far would actually just have to be Ocelot. In the third game, he does, of course, a really serious signal whenever he's in trouble or he's about to ambush his prey. Shows how much of a stone cold bastard this man is. Everything about these games is just peak, from the game art to the story to the music. Holy shit, the music is so clean. We're going to ignore how much of a goon the creator is in the second game for putting all the bikini pictures in the lockers, but I'm not saying it's not peak, I'm just saying I just did not expect that in a PS2 game. The series so far has been about tactical espionage, war, boobies, betrayal, characters' lore and motivations, more boobies. Hopefully anyone that comes across this video decides to try and play the game blind. Currently trying to convince some of my friends to do it right as we speak. I'm also wondering how people feel about it when they first start playing the games or getting into the lore of it. Something I don't think I'll ever get behind is when people always say that, oh, the game's been out for X amount of years, so it's okay if we like spoil it. It's never really okay to spoil things because there are always going to be new fans to a series no matter how much time has passed. People don't like spawn in with the information in their heads that, hey, this story existed how many years ago? Oh, like they just download the information in their brain. It doesn't work that way. It's just a dick move to spoil people. Some people don't care if you spoil them. Completely fine. Other people would prefer to play games blind. I would not want to take that experience that I got away from anybody else. If you play games blind, I definitely think you should try this one out. This was my first YouTube video. Hopefully I do more with story times or random topics like this one that I enjoy. But till then, if you want to stick around, like and subscribe, and until next time.